Hey everyone, and welcome to a new series called Vent and Ask. In this series, I'll be answering your guys' vents, questions, and I'll be trying my hardest to give advice. I've been wanting to do this series for a bit now, and I guess I've just been, had a lot in front of me. If you do want to pop in any single, response, you want to send it to me, I'll gladly be of acceptance and answer your questions in, I guess, the best way possible I can. If you do see a lot of cuts in this, I'm not really the best speaker. So just know that before getting into everything. So let's just get into it. Why is there that feeling of wanting to make progress but not knowing, or not knowing how to start? Nothing is stopping you from doing it. Make progress and all that. So why am I not doing it? What's stopping me? Hard-hitting first question for the first video. Yeah, I can relate to this a lot. With most of my projects, I try my hardest to even just stick my head, in the game and try and figure out what I want to do for it. And everything's in front of you. You've done all the hard work. Now, you just need to put your 10 cents in and try your hardest even more. And trust me, I really do. I really do understand this, and from what I've gathered over the years of this, is that for me, it's just probably a lack of self-belief, and it's what's really stopping you from making progress. And when you are making progress, you're 1000% bound to face a million difficulties or different feelings or other shit. It's either a lack of self-belief or it's just a lack of self-discipline. We live in a world where distraction is everywhere. We've got social media, we've got Twitter, we've got TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. But then we're also faced with the more important stuff, like people asking you, when are you going to get a car? When are you going to get a house? When are you going to get a job? When are you going to get this? And that's probably what is stopping a lot of your progress. And it's so easy for everybody in this world just to lose focus like that. You can be on track and then don't feel like you want to do it anymore, so then you move on to something else. Then you realize you haven't worked on that thing. So then you go back to it, but then you don't know how to even start. Oh man, I get it so much. And what I've just learned is just to focus on one project at a time. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on your important projects. If you've got 5 projects, going at once, it's probably not good. And I know a lot of friends who do that kind of stuff. I'm a big example. I'm a workaholic. I love working. I just can't get enough of it. Let's say, for an example, you do have 5, 8, 10 projects at once. I feel like what's stopping you is the constant reminding you that you can't focus on one project at a time because you're scared that the people that you've promised with these projects are just going to go oh, they're probably ignoring me, or they don't want to do this anymore with me. And obviously that's going to happen if you have these certain projects. But let's just say now that you've only got one project. You've only got one project that you're working on currently. It is the only project you have not created any others. Are you really believing in yourself? Are you really giving yourself discipline to focus on this project? Are you really putting your 10 cents into everything that you do? Are you really trusting yourself with these kind of projects? Or this project, let's say, for example. And I've personally struggled with stuff like writer's block. You know, that's some of the stuff that it's difficult. And obviously there's these challenges that we get faced with every day, and it's hard. And sometimes with a lot of projects, you just gotta sit down and take a break. Just take a breather. And sometimes the constant reminding yourself that you've got several projects, or even this singular project, can be a lot, because you feel like you're the only priority. And you might feel like people are not understanding you. But I understand at the end of the day, you feel like you want to make progress, but you don't know how to even start. And I think I've come up with a decent solution. You know, schedules, right? Schedules, whatever you want to call it. Make days that you're going to focus on projects. It doesn't have to be every single day. Like let's say again, if you've got fucking 5 projects. You've got Monday this project, Tuesday this. No. Don't do that. Make a 2-week schedule if you have several projects. Like this week, I'm gonna do on Monday this project. Take a 2-day break. This project. Another 2-day break, and then on the weekend you can smash out some other stuff. Stuff like that can give you a breather and make you feel like you are doing progress. And even the strive of doing progress. And even and for me, I feel like I push myself, and I feel like that's what my projects are about, is pushing myself. But again, don't listen to my advice on that part specifically, but just take your time and do what you want. Even just the smallest steps. It can be a centimeter, can be a 0.01% completion in the whole entirety of that project. You just have to make the small steps, because the small steps count as the big steps. And that's all I've truly got to say about that. Just keep your head up. Try and focus on certain stuff that you want to focus on, and when you do feel like you want to do stuff, try. Just give it a crack. You never know. And I feel like we should wrap up some stuff now. And here is the minute of rain that is going to be at the end of every episode of Vent and Ask. Take care of yourself, and love you all. Bye.